Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Conclave Chronicles, in which I'm going to be playing Vault, my original favourite Warframe before all the other awesome ones came out, and my starter Warframe, the first one I put Former into, the first one I maxed, for the first Warframe I ever got and played, to be honest. And I always loved Vault because of his very fast, agile playstyle, which I failed to demonstrate there as I clamber over the walls. But Vault recently got a rework. And a Vault rework has been pleaded for by the community for a very long time now. And we have finally gotten it. And, it is everything I wanted and more. I did kind of touch over it in previous videos, but first of all, I'd say the most important change is his shield. Not only is it larger, but now you can shock it, which will mean, well, if you shock it and enemies walk through it, the shield itself will damage them. So it's like a little wall you can place down to ward off enemies, which is for that to happen. It's kind of like an enemy shouldn't be able to walk through an electric shield and be unharmed, and I thought that was part of what the shield was meant to do originally. But alas, that's not how. Oh, I actually managed to kill the guy with Cephalon. So if I can. I'm not sure what's happening with the frame drops here, and I apologise for those, but the game still seems playable and the game itself isn't too laggy. So yeah, you can shock it and you can turn it into something that will damage enemies, but also you can pick it up, and it does reduce the size of a shield when you do that. I'll do it now actually. If I drop it here, I can pick it up, and then you can walk around and use it as a little riot shield, which is bloody awesome, and the shield itself is still persistent. It does cost energy to pick it up, which is, if I shocked it there, it would have damaged him when he walked through it. This is a problem. Can I just get these guys out of our base? I'm trying to do combos here, but it's not working too well. How has he got invulnerability? Or is that just some kind of buff I'm not aware of? So regardless, you can pick up his shield now, which is great. Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Yeah. Why was I shooting into that? I have no idea, but I have a feeling I wasn't the only one shooting into it. So other than that, speed also got a rework. I can't say rework. Speed got a rework when you press speed, his second ability. Normally it speeds you up, and first of all, the FOV, it ridiculously changed your FOV, which made some people feel sick apparently. I myself was fine with it, but I'm glad they've changed that to make it easier for other people. But also, can I please get a kill on this guy as well? Oh no, there's a third guy here and he's got the Cephalon as well, but I need to reload. Now what it does is it makes it optional for your allies to take that speed buff, so it doesn't just force it upon them like it did before, but it will drop a little pickup, which they can pick up, and when they pick it up, they get speed as well. So I'm kind of tempted. That's why I picked, Vault is kind of a team frame. He's not a very solo-oriented one, so that's why I picked Cephalon Capture for this. But I do kind of want to try speed out. I just fear if I do that, I won't get a chance to show Overload, because Overload also got rework, and the Overload rework is really interesting. What it does is it turns enemies into Tesla coils, and then they go on to shock other people. So you yourself are a Tesla coil, you send out a huge wave of electricity which will damage and stun enemies, and then they will also turn into mini overloads themselves, and also any loot pickups will turn into Tesla coils which will damage anything around them. It's a really awesome little change, and also I believe when you shock the enemy or the Tesla coils, they will send out another wave of electricity. It's a really cool technical little change. Can I get a slam attack on this guy? I don't want him picking up this energy. I wanted that energy, but it looks so he's going to turn on me if I'm not careful, so I'm going to run away there. So I am going to save up my energy until I can use Overload, hopefully. And I thought he was there. Where did he go? Did he somehow get past us? Apparently so. I just wasted some energy there, which I'm pretty annoyed with. This guy is really, really all over the place, which makes the fact I'm out of ammo a very bad thing right now, and in fact I am going to do a retreat and I'm just going to stay and defend our base. It's the best thing I probably can do right now. So Overload has I don't know how the damage has been reworked. I don't know if the damage has been reworked, but I have a feeling the initial burst of electricity won't be as lethal. But that's not really an issue, seeing as there are now going to be additional sources of energy, and also not to mention the increased range, because the range on overload was one of the limiting factors of it, because it was limited strictly to around you, and it wasn't a huge range, especially without the buffs you can get like stretch, which you can't get in Conclave obviously. He's having a little fight down here, so I will try and help my ally. That guy, I think he got killed, but now there's an enemy here. Right, don't scope in, don't scope in, don't do the thing I always do, but I'm going to die anyway, so that doesn't really matter. We are now halfway through the game, and I have got 80 energy. We've got energy surge active. My index finger on my left hand is really hurting for some reason. It wasn't hurting before I started recording, but now it's making it really hard to move around properly. Like, it's really hurting. It's weird, I don't know why that suddenly flared up. But I'll grin and bear through this. I'm not going to stop recording because my little finger hurting. I'm going to carry on, because I now have enough energy for overload, so I'm going to go in the enemy base and I'm going to try and wreak some havoc. Right, there's only one enemy in here right now, so I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to get a kill on this sniper, but now there's two enemies here at least, so I'm going to pop this and hopefully... Well, no, I think there's only one enemy within range. That's very unfortunate, because I killed the guy, I think, who was above the base, but the other two were just out of range. Who knows, I might have actually done some damage on them, but it was not enough to kill... Oh, see, if I used it there, that would be perfect. I am really gutted I didn't have some discipline and wait there. That's really annoying. Imagine if I used it there. No, to be honest... Maybe I'm overhyping it. If I did use it there, it would have just killed 3 people. It wouldn't have really shown off the Tesla coil part of it. Oh, I don't know if the Tesla coil part of it is going to be any useful in Conclave, because you're not going to have the energy to overload and then shock someone. Although there is an ability, or rather there is a mod called follow through, which means when you get a kill you get 8 energy. The thing is that energy comes over time, so I suppose that mod makes the synergy possible, but it's gonna be slow and it's not gonna be very instant, which kind of goes against what Vault is about. So I suppose that rework is mainly useful in PvE. Also, I'm sorry if this video is very focused on the rework of Vault and not so much about the game I'm playing, but I wanted to cover all the basics just so if anyone clicks on the video and they want to know what Rework actually is, then they do know. And I'm really not playing well at all, like I'm not going to hide away from that, and I feel like my commentary is a bit all over the place. It's like, this is a bad making for a video. I've got dry lips, I'm playing badly, it's really cold, so my hands are pretty cold, and it makes it harder to move them as fast and react. It does sound as though I'm just making excuses, but I swear I'm not. It's like, all the conditions for making this video, everything that could be bad is bad. So even the connection is pretty choppy, I've noticed in a few places. Oh gosh, it's been ages since I've used the Gorgon Wraith, so I forgot how often you need to reload it, but I suppose that's a given with a Gorgon first of all. Okay, no, he's got Exalted Blade. You see, a little insider tip I'll give people watching this video. Exalted Blade right now, the developers really don't like it. Not so much the developers, but the players who are close with the developers as well. And Exalted Blade, I am fairly almost certain that it's going to be reworked and changed soon. Which I'm very happy about personally. I mean, right now it's not a blade, it's a fucking wave gun. And that's what the main problem is within the community, but there you go. I did get 7 kills, it was the most on my team, but also the most deaths. I think that's where I was going wrong, I was dying so much. But that was a fun game nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of the Vault rework. Let me know what you want to see in the next Conclave Chronicles. Until then, this is me, Evans with Z111, and this is me out. Peace.